Fam, I just left the grocery store. It's pretty sad, and I'm gonna tell you why. I looked at the cashiers, I looked at the people behind the service counters, and I even looked at a couple stockers. You start paying attention to things once you see a pattern, right? And one thing that stuck out to me, because I seen a report that highlighted how the majority of people that are re-entering the workforce are above 70 years old. I'm gonna say it one more time. The majority of the people that are re-entering the workforce are above 70 years old. I feel incredibly bad. And I don't even like to use the word feel because I believe that that's a female term. Females use that word. But I feel incredibly bad and saddened by what I see happening to older Americans because they did not take the precautions or the steps to save, invest, and allocate funds for how they're supposed to be living their lives today. At some point, we all age out. We all get too tired. Hopefully not me, right? I mean, my goal is to work for the rest of my life because work is not just going to work for income, but it's adding value every day. I don't want to just be here sucking up resources and air and water and all of this other type of stuff. I want to continue to add as much value. I don't want to leave it all on the floor, right? And so when I take that into consideration, I want to be active for my entire life. Now, being active also requires that I don't have to spend my time pining for resources and competing with people half my age in order to be able to survive when I get that age. I mean, you want the option to have to work. You don't want to be required to work. And what I'm seeing happening with these older people, and again, ever since I read that report, I'm seeing it happen more and more often. That's going to be you. And I say it all the time. It's going to be you. You are going to be the greeter at Walmart when I pull up in my Porsche, or I might even have a driver at that point. You are going to have to work for the rest of your life, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't want to make the sacrifices now to ensure that you can do what you want to do for the rest of your life. You want to be the person that parties forever. Now, I gave you my solution. I gave you my blueprint. My blueprint was to stay down for the first 7, 5, 7, 10 years and do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do for the rest of your life. But you don't want to hear me. You don't care nothing about that. You think you cute. You think you need to spend every single dime of your paycheck. You so busy trying to keep up with the Joneses. And so what you do is you spend all of your time and all of your money adjusting for your payments. When you get a car note, you get it based off of the payment, not the interest rate. You buy more car than you have to. You buy more house than you have to. You do everything the wrong way. And then you got to come back to the front of the congregation at some point, because at some point, everybody pays the piper. Everybody is going to be accountable for the things that they do in this lifetime, whether you like it or not. You're going to pay the price on earth and you're going to pay it afterwards. We're not even talking about the afterwards. This ain't a spiritual conversation. This is a natural conversation. And in this natural conversation, I'm trying to help you to understand that it's bad out here and it's tough. And the worst part about it, it's only going to get worse. Social Security is underfunded. Inflation is incredible. You don't know what the future is going to hold. The average retirement account only has $65,000 in it. Now, thankfully, I'm rich. But you know what I continue to do? I continue to max out on my 401k. I continue to buy assets. And it gets easier and easier because my goal now is just to get rid of the money. I'm not even trying to keep the money at this point. I'm just trying to get rid of it. But you, on the other hand, is robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're going to wind up on that STEMI, unemployment. You're going to continue to do the thing that's not in your best interest. And then you're going to blame the federal government and you're going to blame everybody else for your problems. I know how it go. I see it. I hear it every single day. I do a Millionaire morning show every single day, Monday through Friday. I used to do it on the weekends, but I do it every single day, Monday through Friday. And I see the same story over and over again. Somebody is underfunding what they got going on. They don't know how to really manage their money effectively. Instead of getting coaching, instead of joining the bag chasers, link to the Patreon is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Instead of joining the bag chasers and rocking out with your cock out, because you can have fun, you don't have to be penny pinching in order to be successful, right? You don't have to do none of that. You can have fun. You can do everything you want to do, but you don't want to make no sacrifices. Yo, your job incentivizes you to do so. They say, hey, family, make sure that you contribute to your 401k. We'll match it up to 6%, put 50% in, right? Whatever, so on and so forth. It's free money. It's literally free money, and you still don't want to do it. Yo, fam, pay your taxes on time. Nope. Yo, fam, don't over leverage yourself. Stop using so much credit. Nope. Because you want to give all your money away to the interests and the servicers of the loans. I'm cool. I'm trying to figure out how to be a servicer so that I can finance you. Because if you're going to continue to do the dumb jump, why let these big companies make money from you? Or better yet, I'll just invest in MasterCard. I like MasterCard. It's a good company. I don't have it as a part of my portfolio. My point is that at some point, you have to do the thing that's in your best interest. Most people won't. Most people don't want to. Everybody should. But I'm trying to figure out at what point are you going to make the sacrifice so your kids don't have to take out student loans just to be able to take care of you, and then you continue to cycle. When are you going to break the cycle? It can start with you. It really can. But it's also going to require for you to do the thing that's not feel good, because actually, when you start doing the thing that's in your best interest, it does start to feel good, right? When you see those numbers multiply, when you start to realize that, hey, it ain't about how much cash I make or how much cash I can keep. It's about my net worth. When you start making those type of sacrifices and having those type of conversations and being in the company of people that's having those type of conversations, shout out to the bag chasers. Link to the Patreon is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. It feels great. It feels incredible. But again, you're going to have to make the sacrifice and do the thing that's in your best interest. As a matter of fact, don't do it because it's in your best interest. Do it because it's in your kids' best interest. Do it because it's in your family's best interest. Do it because it's in your wife's best interest. And when you go, if you go before her, you don't want to suffer, or you don't want her to suffer as a result of you not being there. You can have the great cars. You can have all of that. You can have everything that your heart desires. Just make a short-term sacrifice for a long-term objective. And please, don't be the greeter at Walmart. I love you. I appreciate you. If you need to get in touch with me, hit me up at Anton Daniels 413 @gmail.com, and we're going to get you scheduled for a personal call.